There's someone in the house. I accepted a 3-day job house-sitting for a rich couple while they went vacationing somewhere. It's a cushy job for sure. I get to stay in this mansion and take all sorts of cool pics for my social media and get paid for it. The area was everything you'd expect and more, on top of a hill with dense forest at the back and a lake at the side. The mansion itself was also quite jaw-dropping. It was very gothic-looking, with towers on either side and tall glass windows decorated with heavily draped curtains. I half expected to find a stone gargoyle at the balcony of the second floor, but I wasn't disappointed anyway. There were large brass knockers on the front door. The rich couple had already left that morning, so the person who opened the door for me was an old, angry-looking man. "Hello, I'm Clara. I was told by the Bowers to come here at 5? I greeted the man. "You're late," he growled at me. "Here are the keys, I'm out of here." And without delay, the man walked past me down the stairs. I stood there silently, gawking at his abrupt departure, but decided that maybe the man probably had plans for the evening that my late arrival delayed. I took the keys that the man gave me and went inside. Mrs. Bauer had given me a set of rules before I arrived. I could have anything in the kitchen, I could stay in any room except the master bedroom, I could take pictures if I wanted to, but there was no internet connection and the cell service was bad at times, and I was supposed to lock the doors before 8 p.m. I wondered if they wouldn't mind me bringing my friends over. After all, they didn't mention no guests in the letter. Then again, this place was so far away from the main road that my friends would probably get lost before they even arrived. Even the taxi driver wasn't familiar with the address I gave him. I explored the first floor and made a mental note of each room. To my disappointment, there were no suits of armor. The kitchen was massive, and there was even a beautiful chocolate cake that I decided I would eat later that night. I climbed up the stairs to explore the second floor and found what seemed to be the master bedroom. There were 4 large guest rooms further in, and I chose to put my bag in the room overlooking the lake. When I was done with exploring the house, I realized that 2 hours had passed. I decided to take a long bubble bath before going down to eat the chocolate cake. When I went back down to the first floor, I saw that it had started to rain. The raindrops were splattering on the tall glass windows, and I took a snapshot of it. This will look cool on my Insta. Too bad there's no Wi-Fi. As I made my way into the kitchen, I saw that there was mud on the carpet. As I drew nearer, I saw that they were in fact muddy footprints. Intrigued, I followed them into a hallway. The footprints ended in a pile of glass shards in front of one of the tall windows. I picked up one of the glass shards from the carpet, my heart pounding. Did somebody break in? I touched the muddy footprint closest to me. It was still wet. Somebody was in the house. A bang suddenly sounded from the second floor, making my heart jump. I was rooted to the spot. I didn't know what to do. There was silence for a few seconds, then another loud bang, and then a third bang. I realized what was happening. The intruder was opening the doors in the second floor. They were looking for me. In a panic, I hurriedly ran to the foyer, out into the garden, making my way into the front gate. The rain was heavy. In no time, I was completely soaked. I reached the gate and took the keys from my pocket. I tried inserting each one, praying to heaven that one of them would unlock it. As a bolt of lightning flashed across the sky, I realized that none of the keys Mr. Carl handed to me opened the gate. The rain was pounding on my neck, beating hard and completely soaking me. I couldn't run to the forest at the back. I had no flashlight with me. I would need to go back to the mansion and find some place to hide. I ran back into the front door and tiptoed into the foyer. I didn't know where the intruder was. All I knew was that I had to hide. The rain was loud enough to mask my footsteps. I just hoped that I wouldn't run into him on my way up. All the doors in the second floor were forcefully opened. I made my way to the guest room where I put my bag down, only to see a figure sitting on the bed, illuminated by another flash of lightning. It looked like a man. His back was to me, so he didn't see me, and he seemed to be going through the things in my bag. I slowly backed away and decided to hide in the master bedroom. Where do I go? Under the bed? I'd be found at once. In the walk-in closet? There was a giant chest by the window, but that was like a claustrophobic prison. I headed to the bathroom and locked myself inside. Crouching low in the bathtub, I took my cell phone from my pocket and dialed 911. The sudden banging on the bathroom door sent me to overdrive. How did he know I was in here? I closed my eyes and cursed the poor cell service of all times. From behind me, there was another banging at the window. Was there more of them? And now I was cornered. Alone, afraid, locked in the bathroom, cowering in the tub. Please, 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 please. I whimpered at my phone as the banging grew even louder than the rain. 911, what's your emergency?